Have you ever just looked at someone and say, so this is what love looks like?
It's a part of your daily life to jog for 1 hour. This is where your day starts. Only you and your husband live in the house, so you only clean once a week. You're happy with your marriage. Your husband is your childhood friends, so you can say you already know each other for so long. You and Jungkook have been friends since you were 5 years old. You grew up together and spend most of your time together. Jungkook's dad already knows that you are the only person he trusts, so he asked you if you are willing to marry Jungkook. It took a while before you decided to marry him, because you know Jungkook couldn't love you, because Jungkook has philophobia, or fear of love. Jungkook is so close to his mom. You often call him Mama's boy. But at the age of 16, his mom left him for a man. His mom had a new relationship and divorced his dad. And that's his fear of love, or fall in love, started. You saw all the changes in Jungkook. The once happy and naughty Jungkook is gone. He always locks himself in the room and wants to be alone. You are the only person who can make him happy. Because of your deep concern and attachment to him, you agreed to marry Jungkook. When he found out you are his arranged wife-to-be, you could see the trace of joy in his face. At first, you're just only concerned about him, but as time goes on, you slowly felt for him, even though you know your husband can't love you. After 1 hour, you return home and slowly enter the room. You walk tiptoe to avoid any noise, since Jungkook was still sleeping as you went to the bathroom to shower. While showering, you receive a call from your assistant chef. You're a chef at your own restaurant. You answer it immediately knowing that call was important, as you remember that you have a VIP reservation today, so you need to go to your restaurant early. Okay, just give me 30 minutes. I'll be there. You hurriedly got dressed and went out of the wardrobe as you see that Jungkook wasn't in the bed anymore. You went downstairs and there you saw him busy in the kitchen. Good morning po. He looked behind and said, Good morning. I'm almost done. Let's eat together. Sorry, I'm in a hurry. I cooked breakfast for you. I'm really sorry. I was in a hurry. Alright, I know you don't like my dish. You came closer to him and flicked his forehead. Stop your drama. I have a baby customers today. That's why I was in a hurry. He chuckles and replies, I'm just kidding. Go now. Finally, I'm done. James, take in charge. Yes, chef. You're about to leave the kitchen to rest when your eyes landed on the clock. You went to the fridge and cooked food instead. Chef, I thought you were going to rest. Wife duty. After cooking, you put the food in the Tupperware. It's almost lunchtime, but Jungkook was still busy at work until he heard a knock. Come in. The door opened. He smiled ear to ear after saw you. What brings you here? I was guilty this morning, so I brought you lunch. What's that? A bribe? Kind of. He stood up and took what you brought and arranged it on the table. Well, you're forgiven. I can't deny that you cook better. That's why I'm so lucky to have you as my wife. You were stunned by what he said. Suddenly a question came to your mind. How long will you pretend to be happy and contented in your relationship? It's not you're blaming him for not loving you back, since you know that he can't love you, but still you agree, even though you know the outcome. But you are just a human. You also dream of being loved by the person you love. I'm your wife, but you can't love me, you murmured. What? Nothing. Just ignore me. Why, Anne? Did you fall for me? You don't want to be awkward with each other, and you are even more afraid of ruining your good relationship. So you just smile and say, of course not. I'm glad to hear that. Please don't fall for me. I will feel guilty if that happens. I don't know what to do if I lose you. I'm selfish, right? You want to stay by your side, but I can't love you. Good thing you don't love me too. Your mind was messed up. You wanted someone to talk to, so you went to your sister, who is a doctor. Let me guess, you have something in your mind. That's why you need a consultation. How much will I pay for the consultation? To my beautiful sister, it's free. What's wrong? As he hears you sigh. Only what I'm going to do. I think I can keep my promise to Jungkook to stay with him forever. Is that because you already love him? You look down and stare at your wedding ring. It's useless even if I love him. He can't love me. Do you know Jungkook is my patient? I'm his psychiatrist for his phobia. He wants to overcome that phobia because he felt guilty towards you. He came to you? Yes, he did. He asked me not to tell you. In a few months, I can say there's a lot of improvement to him. And I discovered one thing. He doesn't want to lose you. He doesn't want to lose me as his best friend. You are wrong. Jungkook liked you since then, before his phobia. Unfortunately, because of the incident about his mom, he thought his affection towards you was normal for his best friend. What? If you want to help him, then distance yourself from him. Oni, are you insane? Jungkook and I grew up always together, and now you will tell me to stay away from him? Exactly, that's my point. You are used to being together. You always see each other. So, he doesn't see how important you are to him. Sometimes you need to be apart to realize your true feelings. What if this cause of misunderstanding between us? Believe me, it will help. Jungkook just is standing while looking at somewhere. He was thinking about what he heard earlier. I won't be wrong in what I heard from YN earlier. Does she loves me? He was in the middle of thinking when his phone rang. He quickly answered his phone after knowing it was you. Ko, I'm sorry. I forgot to say that I can't come home later. It's my friend's birthday and we're going to have drinks, so I just sleep in her house. Sure, no problem. Don't drink too much. After your conversation, you hung up the call. Jungkook went back to his work. When he looked at his phone, does she have a guy with her? Jungkook felt worried, but he just ignored that feelings. Why ain't I'm home? He was surprised because no one's answer. You used to scare him every time he came home from office. Why ain't I'm here? Again, no one answered. Then finally he remembered that he wouldn't come home. He went to the kitchen and heated the food you prepared in case he was hungry. He was sitting at the kitchen counter while eating when he realized that the house is sad without you. I miss her. Still, he didn't pay attention to his feelings. He considered it normal to miss you. Since he couldn't sleep, he watched a movie, but every now and then he checks his phone if you text or call. The movie is over, however, he's not feeling sleepy yet, so he decided to play on his phone. But he can't concentrate on the game because his mind is on you until he throws his phone. Look at this girl. I think she forgot about me. Is she that busy that he can't even text her husband? He buried his face in the bed and started kicking the air. The next day he woke up and immediately looked for you, as he realized you didn't come home yet. He also didn't realize what time he fell asleep last night. Lunch time. At this time, Jungkook expected you to come. You often brought him lunch, especially if you got busy at work. But this time you didn't come. That made him wonder. Is there something wrong? He asked himself. He can concentrate on his work, so he called you. But unfortunately, you cannot be reached. While you were busy in the kitchen, your staff were assigned to the lobby of a restaurant to accommodate the customers came to you. Chef, your husband is looking for you. To be honest, you were really shocked. It's not Jungkook's habit to go to you. Jungkook? Yes, chef, she replied. You stopped on what you were doing and went out of the kitchen. There you saw him look terrified and anxious. Cool. He looks at you with teary eyes. He runs to your directions and hugs you. I thought something bad happened to you. I'm okay. I can't reach you. You didn't call or even text. I'm sorry. I didn't realize I fell asleep last night. I'm also busy earlier. Never mind. As long as you're okay. You felt guilty actually. This is the only way you can help Jungkook. You continued on avoiding him. Many days and weeks passed that you purposely distanced yourself from him. You often came home late and left early. You also often went to your friends on weekend. You already used all kinds of alibi and excuses just to avoid him. Truthfully, you were about to give up since you knew you were hurting your husband. You don't know if what you were doing is right or too much. One day, Kathleen had an unexpected patient who came. I guess something is in your mind, that's why you are here. Because as far as I know, your next schedule is next week, right? I'm not here as your patient. I'm here as your brother-in-law. Sit down then. Kath, can someone like me learn to love? Of course. We all overcome what we fear. What if I will tell you that I realize I love your sister since then, but because of my trauma, I ignored those feelings. Kath just laughed because he wasn't wrong in her findings with Jungkook. So, what's your plan now? I don't know. This lately I noticed Ryan is avoiding me. My sister loves you. She's not avoiding you without reason. In fact, she's hurting every time she purposely distancing herself with you. Why did she do that? To help you realize your true feelings for her. I'm sorry. That's my idea. I want to help you. I know you love each other. You arrive home at 1 a.m. You just stayed at your restaurant to avoid Jungkook. You had no idea that your husbands already knew that you were avoiding him purposely. You slowly went upstairs and entered your room. You saw Jungkook sleeping soundly. After freshening up and got dressed, you carefully lay on the bed. When Jungkook suddenly opened his eyes, that made you startled. I thought you were sleeping. I'm waiting for you. Why? He smiles and says, "Because I miss my wife," as he hugs you like a koala. You got shocked on his action, but you can't deny that you like it. YN. Hmm? Are you okay? Of course. How about us? Are we still okay? What kind of question is that? Nothing. I'm just curious. As you heard him sniffing, cause your husband is crying. Are you busy tomorrow? No. Then, can I invite you for a dinner? I just miss you. Yeah, sure. Jungkook made a reservation at your favorite restaurant that you used to go often, without you knowing that he was going to confess to you. He was supposed to pick you up, but for some reason, you just agreed to meet at the restaurant at 7. However, it's already 7:30, but he wasn't come yet. I should have told her the truth. What if she doesn't come? In a few seconds, he received a call from you. Oh, I'm sorry. The tire of my car is flat, but I already called the insurance company. Where are you? In the middle of the road, near Gangnam. I'll be there. Don't leave there. While waiting for Jungkook, a car stopped. Why, is there a problem? You need help? That person will surprise you. Vince, the guy who likes you at the same time you're crashing college. You like him, but you turn him down. Actually, you really don't know exactly what's your reason why you did that to him. Vince? I heard you were in UK. Yeah, I'm just curious with someone how she is, so I went home. What happened? Flat tire, but my insurance company is in their way. If you don't mind, I can drop you home. Thank you, but my husband is coming. Husband? So you were married? Mm. With who? You were about to reply when someone spoke. Me. I'm her husband. She replied with burning eyes and with so much jealousy since he knows Vince. Excuse us. Let's go, honey, she said and held your hand. He drives his car with full of speed. Later on, he stops on the side of the road. I'm hungry. No, I'm jealous. Jealous? Oh, jealous. You know why? Because I love you. I'm afraid of losing you because I love you. You just stand while your mouth hung open. I was 15 then when I felt this, but because of the incident about my mom, I ignored it. I thought you're just my best friend. Then lately, every time I see you, my heart pounding so fast, but because I'm crazy, I still ignore that feelings. But after you start distancing yourself from me, I felt I'm going crazy. I miss you like crazy, and finally I realized that I love you. Why, and can I take back my words? Instead of don't fall for me, can you fall in love with me? What if I don't want to? Then, can you just give me a chance so I can do everything to make you fall in love with me? You signal him to come closer as you pulled his collar and kissed him. I just now realize why I turned Vince before. Because I love you since college. Thank you because you did everything to know your true feelings for me. Thank you too for helping me to realize that I love you. All this because of your sister's help too. You're right. Because of her. A love is timeless. It is in the truth that only those in love know. Love is forever, and when you remember that it is seen in the one you gave your heart to, you know that it is to fall. So in truth, it's never outside of your being as it moves you to remember always. But in a slight twist can make the things you know are meant untimely. It is the fate where you are forever, the wish you need to find. Bringing what you are to home, you need to fortune. Once you found is often the task to cherish the known that is without end. Loving the one you gave your heart to is never too late. Accepting it as the truth forever is worn on your soul. From age to age, if you stay to the truth as it unfolds, you tally a together and is beyond any treasure. The love you share with who you give your heart to is priceless.